Gradey, so much of the season has been it's about how you can create off the ball, kind of moving and cutting and sort of become more limited role. What have been kind of learning about your game now that you got to kind of initiate more offense on your own?
I mean, humbly, I think it's just more of as more time goes by, I get more comfortable with it. It's just kind of me showing what I can do with it. But obviously, I'm more interested in just how I can use it to help the team in any way, not only just scoring. Get on the floor, all the kind of the dirty work, stuff like that. Whatever I can do, I just want to try to bring in. Whatever that, like I said, the team needs at that point. It's fun to kind of show everyone that kind of more facets of my game that probably people don't really see when they look at me.
It was a tough start to your rookie season. Is it kind of exciting now that you're able to turn like just a regular pin down, stagger sets into dangerous stuff for the team and really show like, hey, I'm here, giving up lots of points night to night, tons of that stuff?
Yeah, I think at the same time it's just opportunity, and I'm thankful for the opportunity I've been given, and the team that I'm on and the teammates that I'm with, because they make it so much easier for me. And as we made some of those trades in the middle of the season, and got guys like RJ and Quick that brought a ton of attention, made it only easier for me and guys like me and Gary to get open shots. And so it's nice to be able to kind of give back for what they've when they're driving whatnot, and getting their own and opening up different things, and that allows us to kind of open our offense to them. And so it's kind of cool when you get different opportunities like that and just play off each other.
What does it mean to you that you can score 23 points at this level? Like, what kind of confidence does that give you?
I mean, like I said, humbly again, it's something I feel like I can always have the chance to do. I mean, it's not as much about points, when we get a tough loss like this. But, you kind of take away the loss in the game and think about me as a rookie and what I've been trying to achieve as my dream as a little kid. It is cool to think about that I was able to put up some points, but at the same time, it really doesn't mean anything without a win. So that's kind of it to that. But I mean, I'm going to go out there and just try to play my game every night.
You mentioned the loss. Guarding Jalen Brunson, sometimes in space, and what was that kind of experience like? How do you kind of measure yourself in that kind of matchup?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, it's tough to guard a guy like that. That's so quick and just so low to the ground, where you got to just stay on him. You can't just waste any time with it, because you look away one sec, he could just be going around you. So, but in my situation, it's amazing for me, and I need that. I always talk about at my age, but at my age, that's what I need as a rookie, playing against guys like that and just getting me prepared for the next possessions leading forward, and just the next games, and then more into the future with different years. So it's great going against guys like that night in, night out.
You mentioned the loss. Obviously, you're used to winning most of your games. What's this loss like? How are you dealing with all these losses, basically?
It's different, obviously, with how many games we play in the NBA compared to college right now. Well, we have like 9 or 10 left, and that's a big chunk of the college season, and we're thinking, this is just a couple weeks. So it's just crazy to think about, because you're in college, and I'm used to, you lose a tough game, you got all week to think about it, and it's just kind of stinks that whole week. But I think the thing about that I'm learning quick at the start of the season through the vets was how you can't just dwell on what just happened, with how quick the turnarounds are. You just got to move on to the next one, and obviously take some time and think about what we can do better, but at the same time just build from that, and then just move forward and just kind of think about the future in a way.
Similarly, what is there anything from this season, maybe either from your own perspective or like what's going on the team as a whole, are there any lessons that you think that you'll take into maybe the later years of your career, or maybe think back like, oh, like because that happened in my rookie season, I can kind of learn from it or something like that?
Of course. I think I found out quick, just with the changes and just kind of the craziness of trades, and through that, where your boy's with you one night, and then the next morning he's off to a different city, which is crazy in my eyes for the first time seeing that. So I think it's just look for the changes, but I think the biggest thing is really just be prepared for anything. You never know when your name's going to be called, and it could be randomly in a game, and then some guys might be out just like, our season, and you're playing more minutes, and you just got to be prepared for that. So I think learning that from the vets early too was amazing with Garrett and, Thad when he was here, and Otto, of just, it's such a long season, there's going to be ups and downs, but as long as you're prepared and you stay consistent, and you can be ready for, really anything that the game throws at you.
There's a lot of triple threat in your game. Footwork is a huge part of it. You guard a guy like Jalen Brunson, or watch him, how he moves throughout the game, and try and pick things up. He's one of the best in the league.
Sure. Yeah, for sure. I mean, the way he can, like you said, triple threat when he gets in the paint and just plays off 2 feet, it's kind of, it's not overlooked, don't get me wrong, but it's like the fundamentals that people overlook. And, if they wonder why he scores so much, it's just because he plays the game, the right way, and, gets in there and makes the right decisions. And, if he doesn't have a shot, he passes out to teammates and he draws attention. So it's definitely great to play against guys like that, like I said earlier, with, that helps me out, and definitely just helps out our defense when we can learn from different things like that and how we can use it to the next games.
Additionally, the stutter rip, I think, is your most common move out of the triple threat. Which player did you pick that up from? Do you remember?
I don't know. I think it was just summer workouts when I was little. Just trying to, like you said, when I get my triple threat, I got to figure out different ways if I'm not going to shoot it or pass it, how I can get open. And I found out that, just over time that works. So.
Suck it up and get ready for Sunday? What happened?
Gotta get ready for Sunday, but also cannot take anything for granted. Anytime when you step on the floor, all I'm asking for is give your best, and give your best not just physically, but also, following the game plan and being focused. Focus is a big one, and I thought that tonight, obviously they're a more physical team, but bigger and bit more physical team. I thought that our focus was not where it needs to be, and that's the area where we can get better. Over here, we're gonna have 3 days opportunity to practice and watch film and learn from those mistakes and get better.
Is that surprising, given that so many guys are actually playing for their jobs?
And I don't think it's surprising. It's maybe disappointing, but it's not easy for this group of guys to hold the ground every single night, and a lot of games lately we were very competitive, we stayed in the game, and nights like this happen, and hopefully we learn from this and get better, and on Sunday we play a much more competitive game.
Just to be clear, you're not thinking or sensing an effort problem, more of a concentration and focus?
I thought that was a combination of both tonight, to be honest with you. It was a little bit of effort, but like when somebody is like twice your size, there's not much that you can do, especially like rebounding. They got 16 offensive rebounds, and Mitchell Robinson, which he checked in on the court, looked like a giant out there. But that's the moment we're in, and we gotta find a way. We cannot just rely on one player to rebound the ball. We gotta be more focused to send more people inside and to do better job rebounding the ball, and offensively to take care of the ball as well. We scored 59 points in the first half. We had 20 assists in the first half, but we were not able to sustain that offensive game in the second part.
Most of those competitive games that you mentioned recently have been on the road. It seems like a lot of these types of nights have come at home recently. Is that disappointing? Something that you guys have talked about, maybe just in terms of like being more competitive and defending home court better?
Yeah, I always tell our team that we have the best fans in the world, and that they deserve our best effort every single night. So unfortunately, it was the case last couple of games. But I'm hopeful we can turn this around and then be much more competitive at home as well.
You've obviously been a head coach at different levels. This is your first time as a head coach in the NBA. With some of these bullet losses and some of the a difficult season, to be sure, are you learning anything about how you approach trying to get the maximum effort, how to stick to the game plan over time, and all the different guys coming in? What have you learned this season regarding that?
Definitely, I'm learning a lot. This whole year, I'm learning a lot. Just the different situations that we are facing, night in and night out. We did not plan for Ochai to get injured in the first quarter, and it's just like how to continue staying competitive in those games is the most important thing for me, and finding ways to improve. I thought that Gradey tonight that he had some really good moments out there for us, but it has to go to another level, and it's always like asking for more, and always asking for better execution and better focus and all of that. So it's with a big change of players night in and night out. It's not making it easier, but it's the moment that we're in. We gotta see the big picture and really focus on developing pieces and plant seeds that are gonna give us great fruits in the future.
Obviously, Garrett has had an impact on you guys all year, even if we haven't seen it, even if it's been in the room. But when the 37-year-old is out there diving on the floor and those hustle plays, doing those little things, how good of an example is that for the young guys?
That's absolutely a great example, for somebody who's been in the league for such a long time to understand what it takes to compete and win at this level. I think he's a great example, for a big part of the year. He was a great example, with talk and conversation and leadership in the locker room. And now he's able to go out there and, to show that his words are not just words, that he's capable to follow the game plan and to be focused and to give the best effort he can as well.
Do you have an update on Ochai?
Not yet. He's still with doctors evaluating him, but I don't have any update at this point.
What did you see on that play?
I just saw that he fall down pretty badly on his back, pretty much like everybody did, and for a second it was really scary because he could not move at all. It was just great to see him to be able to walk off the floor, and I hope that it's nothing serious.
Thanks for watching the Toronto Raptors YouTube channel. Check out our latest videos and subscribe for more.
Trent answers back. Gary, sidestep. 3.